Twilight Prison Wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for open. Girl, because you got your breath for justice. To see justice before all face to bleed. Yes, his yeah, girl, Cadillac. Anyways, guys, I'm coming through today. It is January the 2nd, 2026. Oh, trying to make sure I get the right year because I would easily say 2025. I'm just getting to work. Uh, just came from Viso. Marcello does get to visit on Fridays. I wasn't quite gonna come to visitation on Friday. Let me show you our last visitation pic. I think I shared it on my community page, possibly. Where's the glare? Trying to get the glare off. Anyways, you get the gist of it. This camp has so many y'all know I'm an artist, and it is so many murals. Like usually the visitation of any Viso area is, well, in Florida. I'm a prison wife in Florida. To a man that is wrongfully incarcerated, Marcello Jackson, hashtag free Marcello. At this point, I spent almost, because come April, he would have been wrongfully incarcerated for 24 years. So I have been a prison wife. And if you add county jail, it has been 24 years. For a very long time, fighting to free him, right? And my fight, I've seen that I kind of haven't. Nothing has moved him closer to the gate except for the calendars flipping. Like we going into a new year. I did, well, a new calendar year. Like really, girl. Like if you know, then you know. But the calendars say it's 2026, right? And I did have a video a while back I did for prison wives how going into a new year used to cause me so much depression. So if I can find that, because I got thousands of videos, I'll link it for you guys if I have any prison wives on this channel. But it would send me into the blues, like for real, just realizing that nothing has changed. And this sentence is so long and so impossible, it seems like. But now there's a crack in I'm starting to see the tunnel, the end of the tunnel. The end of the tunnel is 10 years off, at least 10 more years. I used to think it was closer because I thought I was going to break his wrongful conviction story and free him. But girl, at this point, we're just looking to survive and live long enough for his wrongful conviction to end. And that is in 2038 right now. But he's due more game time. So the closest it probably would move would be like 2037 or late 2036. About 10 more years, girl, right? And I've been here since day one. That's why I call myself the OG prison wife. I have been a prison wife now for almost 24 years, right? So he's now at an incentivized camp. And please forgive me if I was trying to make another point because, girl, I get diverted. I had that little attention deficit thing and I'd be making one point and then I'll remember later, like, what was the whole point of that, girl? You go all the way down. It's like turning down the street and you turn down. You're like, well, where am I going? I meant to turn down here for something, girl. But what we was talking about, girl. Hold on. Give me a moment. Tell you why I went to Viso today. Anyway, he's at an incentivized camp. They have all these pretty murals. This one has so many murals. Most Viso areas had like one nice one. Some not so much. Last place he was at, Central Florida Reception Center. Oh my gosh, they did their thing with that one. That one is painted with all these different Disney characters, but And I we wanted to take pictures in different spots and kind of paste it together because it almost wraps the room. This was the first time that we seen they have flat screen TVs during the visitation. We've never had TV. The most I seen TV was when Mr. Marcello was at Florida State the first time, which is the maximum security, and they had this little DOC had just made this little it was like a cartoon, but warning you about visitors bringing certain contrabands to their husbands or loved ones or whatever. And it was basically showing like he could be going to bed, like after, you know. So don't do it. You get in trouble, he get in trouble, and he could be going to bed. So that was what they played constantly, constantly, constantly on a big back TV, a big back TV. And now they got flat screens and they be sitting up there watching the games and stuff like that, girl. But that place had the nicest mural. It had a whole different vibe. Each visitation has its own vibe. Like some are like, ugh, this feels like I'm incarcerated. Some give you the feeling like, oh, it feels like we on the street, girl. So, and I'm just visiting my husband at his house, his big house, allegedly. But yeah, so they have incentivized like extra visits. So which is so ironic when he was at the reception center on the way to his permanent camp. It was Thanksgiving week, which for Thanksgiving they gave them Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think I visited them every single day. I didn't even finish telling y'all them story times, but I had visited them every day. And then I said something. I said, this will be a real long time before he can visit like this, not knowing he was going to an incentivized camp right after that, that does visit 4 days a week. They only have 3 days they don't visit. So crazy that I said that. But so due to my cousin passing, trying to get prepared for family to come out of town, I'm still trying to work and wrap my head around this stuff. I was on vacation, so my vacation wasn't quite a vacation, but it was. And it's like almost if we weren't on vacation at the time that this happened, how would I have dealt with this out just at home? So I think it was better that we were on vacation and it was little activities for us to do with the family together. And crazy, these weeks have been like unreal. Hits me in waves. It hits me in waves. And tomorrow is my cousin's service, so it's going to hit me tomorrow. It definitely is going to hit me. Whew, Lord. So be with me. But my daughter said she was going to come today, and I don't like to get his hopes up about coming to visitation and then having to my daughter went to the airport to pick up my family. They fly there for Chicago. Sorry guys. But and by the time she picked them up and got them situated, I had the kids. The kids didn't let me sleep at the house. And then when my daughter got back, I guess they were like, because you know, if they on Chicago time, they an hour behind. But you know, so trying to get your body adjusted. So they weren't really tired, but my daughter was hanging out with them and stuff and didn't get in till late. And then the baby, my grandson, wouldn't let her sleep. So nobody could get up. But I tore myself out that bed. Girl, I tore myself out that bed. This is what a prison wife would do. Um, and I got up and my daughter, I tried to wake her up. I try to get ready first and let her get up after, and then I help her get the kids ready. And she was like, I can't go. I just cannot. And she works on Sunday, so she can't go any other day. So she's like, we'll just go next week. But I went kind of as a fill in because he already had his hopes up. So I would have only been visiting on Sunday, but 2-day visit this week. right? But, anyways, I'm going to go because I got to go and join my workshop because I work to live and I live to work. I hustle hard until it hurts. I work my fingers down to the bone. And once I pay my bills and got none to come home with, here's your girl Cadillac. That's a testament in itself. To come home and your check gone before next payday and God gets you through. He really does get me through. And he's always provided enough for me and for me to even be able to help others on my small budget. So I thank the Lord for that as well. I am not discounting no blessings in this season. All right, guys, here's your girl Cadillac.